somebody who is great, Shrestha. So Girivara is a Shrestha Giri. Okay. So an excellent mountain, a mountain that excels other mountains, surpasses other mountains. So Tadrisha Vindhya. Okay, so Vindhya is one such mountain range that surpasses all other mountain ranges due to its sacred nature. So Girivara Vindhya Shirodhi Nivasini. Now Shirodhihi means neck. Actually, Griva. Yeah, Shirodhihi, the literal meaning for the word Shirodhihi is Griva, but here you can take it as the peak. Okay, so the one who resides on top of the great Vindhya mountain, Girivara Vindhya Shirodhi Nivasini. This can also be split as Girivara Vindhya Shiraha Adhinivasini, Shirodhi Nivasini. So the one who, so Shiraha here will literally, you can translate it as peak, and the one who resides on top of that. So she resides as Vindhyavasini Devi on top of the Vindhya mountain. Girivara Vindhya Shirodhi Nivasini. Then Vishnu Vilasini. So she is the Shakti of Vishnu. Okay. So Vilasini is the Shakti of Vishnu, and she is the very power. She is the very Shakti of Vishnu, and it is because of her that he is able to do things. So he takes care of the sustenance of the universe. How? Because of his Vilashini Shakti that is present inside him. So Vishnu Vilasini, and then Jishnu Nute. Jishnuhu nama Indraha. So Jishnu is Indra. So she is the one who is worshipped by Lord Indra himself. And then she is Bhagavati. She is the Lord. She is the Swamini of the three worlds, Bhagavati. Shitikantha Kutumbini. Then she is the wife of Shitikantha. So Shitikantha Kutumbini. Shitikantha, Shitihi refers to black color. Okay. It can also refer to white color, interestingly, but in this context, we can take it as the black color. Shitikantha. So the one who has black kantha. That is because he consumed hala poison. We know that. And she is the wife of that Shitikantha, Nilakanthasya Kutumbini. Then Bhuri Kutumbini. Bhuri means a lot, large. And she is the one who has a very large family. The entire universe is her family. She is maintaining it. She is sustaining it. So she is a Bhuri Kutumbini. She is the one with a very large family. And she is a Bhurikrita. So Bhurikrita means the one who has accomplished great many tasks. Okay, many tasks she has accomplished and been victorious, and it is not just one task that has been accomplished by her. So slaying of Mahishasura is just one of the many things, many great things she has accomplished, because she has done so much of, she has so much to her credit. Bhurikrita. And then, hey Mahishasura Mardini, oh slayer of Mahishasura. And then Ramya Kapardini. So Kaparda means Jata Juta. The matted hair is referred to as Kaparda. And Shiva is actually called Kapardi because he has it. Okay? He has a long Jata. Okay? So he is called Kapardi. And Devi also has a Jata Juta. And that is called Kapardi. And she has it. So she is called Kapardini. Shiva is called Kapardi. She is called Kapardini. And she has, and her matted locks of hair are very, very beautiful. So she is Ramya Kapardini. Then Shailasuta. So she is the daughter of Shaila. Himavan. Jaya. So may you be victorious. Now, this is the superficial artha. Now, there are gudha arthas. There are arthas that can be discovered in this. So say many commentators. There are a few works that I read. So they say that the work is filled. See, we can look at these words as, just different ways of addressing the goddess, and it is not just a mere poetic display. Yeah. So there are people who so commentators say that gudha there are secret arthas that are present in many of the padas, and one can relate these arthas with the names of the Devi that are found in the Lalita Sahasranama or the verses of Saundarya Lahari and so on. So we will try to see a few of them here. Not all arthas can be covered, but a few that I found interesting, I will share here. So for example, Girivara Vindhya Shirodhi Nivasini. So superficially, it looks that, she is the one who resides on top of the Vindhya mountain. It is fine. There is, in fact, a Vindhya Vasini Devi who is very, very famous. Now, the other artha, the commentator says that Vindhyachala, what does it represent? So it is a mountain range that divides India into half. So it is something that passes through central India. So it exactly divides it into half. Similarly, in the human body, the Nabhidesha, the navel region, that is what separates the human, divides the human body into two halves. And hence, the Vindhya Giri in the human body is represented by the chakra that is present in the navel, which is the Manipuraka chakra. And she is the one who resides there. So Manipuranta Rudita Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini. So says the Lalita Sahasranama. So Girivara Vindhya Shirodhi Nivasini means the one who is residing in this Manipuraka chakra, and she helps break the chakra knot here, and then she helps the one's consciousness rise through the chakras. And of course, every chakra she resides, and she helps us, the sadhaka, in some way. So of course, that is there is a lot to discuss there, but this was interesting for me, so I thought I will share this. And similarly, Vishnu Vilasini. So Vishnu Vilasini says that she is the Shakti of Lord Vishnu. So, and it is because of her that Lord Vishnu was able to take the Mohini form. And if not for, and it says that the Vilasini Shakti is said to be a Shakti that creates hindrance in the path of yoga. So the sadhaka who is able to overcome the what can I say, the Maya that is projected by the Vilasini Shakti, only after he overcomes the Maya of that Vilasini Shakti, he can tread further in the path of sadhana. So she is such a Shakti, and Vishnu himself is a great yogi who has overcome her and won Vilasini Shakti, and that is why he was able to take the Mohini Avatara, and because of that he could even agitate the mind of Lord Shiva. So this is a beautiful verse in the Saundarya Lahari where he says, Haristvam aradhya pranatajana saubhagya jananim pura nari bhutva pura ripum apik shobhamanayat. Which means that pura ripuhu. So Shiva is not an ordinary person. So he is the one who finished off the Tripuras. Such a person was, and such a yogi by himself, was blown off by you. By seeing the beauty of Mohini, he was blown away. And why was it? Shankaracharya says that it is because Harihi Tvam Aradhya Nari Abhavat. So by worshipping you, did he get that power, and he could create such an agitation even in the mind of Lord Shiva. So Vishnu Vilasini, so it refers to that Vilasini Shakti, and it is every sadhaka has to overcome that Vilasini Shakti, and then she comes in the control or the vasha of the sadhaka, one can say. And then Jishnu Nute, this was again a very beautiful artha that I saw. See, Jishnu, of course, refers to Indra directly. Another artha, the commentator says, is Jishnu. So Indra is the head of, is the Raja, the king of all Indriyas. Okay. So Indra is the Adhipati. Now Indra, so we can understand that all our Indriyas, the Manaha, the heart is the ruler, the mind is the ruler of all the Indriyas, which is the Pradhana among the Panchendriyas, because without the mind, none of the Indriya can function. So Jishnunute can mean that the one who is pleased when one worships her through with real devotion from one's heart and not just superficially. Merely by chanting of her names, she is not pleased, but she is pleased when you worship her with all your heart. So that was one artha of Jishnunute. And then Shitikantha Kutumbini. Shitikantha Kutumba again has reference to Saundarya Lahari because she is the wife of Shitikantha. So he could become Shitikantha, which means that, see, Shiva is usually described as somebody who is very fair. Karpura Gauram Karunavataram. So he is he's extremely fair. And he is as white as the camphor. Okay, that is what the shloka says. Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram. Something I forgot the verse. Anyway, so Karpura Gauram, but then he could become Shiti. So he became Shitikantha. So he became somebody who was dark just in this portion, and that is because of her. If not for her, he would have probably gone entirely dark. Okay, so she is the wife of that Shiva, and it is because of her prabhava that the poison just remained in his neck. Otherwise, it could have spread to his entire body probably. Okay, so that is how another verse in Saundarya Lahari, Acharya says that Sudhamapyaswadya pratibhaya jaramrityu harini vipadyante vishve vidhishatamakhadya divishadaha Karalam yatkshvelam kabalitavatak kalakalana nashambhos tanmulam tavajanani tatanka mahima. So Acharya says that Sudhamapyaswadya. See, the Devas have tasted the Amrita. The Devas have had the fortune of tasting Amrita. So Amrita grants immortality, but then even those Devas cannot thrive in Pralaya Kala. They have to so they have to be absorbed. But then this Shiva, even after consuming poison, roams freely even during Pralaya Kala. Oh Janani, it is because of the power of your Tatanka, your earrings. Okay, and it is because of your Saumangalya that Shiva does not perish even during Pralaya Kala after consuming the poison. Okay, the Halahala Visha. So you are Shitikantha's Kutumbini. So it is because of you that Shitikantha remains Shitikantha. Otherwise, one does not know what would have happened. There is the same idea is conveyed by Abhirami Bhattar also in his Abhirami Andadi in Tamil. It says, Varsadayon Arundiyananja Amudakki Ambigai. So she converted the poison that was consumed by Lord into nectar. Okay. So Ambuyamel Tirindiya Sundari. So he says. So Shitikantha Kutumbini, Bhuri Kutumbini, Bhuri Krute. Jaya Jaya He, Mahishasura Mardini, Ramya Kapardini, Shaila Sute. So I hope this is clear. We can go to the next verse. I will chant this twice and then we will go to the meaning. Suravara Varshini Durdhara Dharshini Durmukha Marshini Harsharate Tribhuvana Poshini Shankara Toshini Kilbisha Moshini Ghosharate Danujani Roshini Diti Sutta Roshini Durmada Shoshini Sindhu Sute Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute Suravara Varshini Durdhara Dharshini Durmukha Marshini Harsharate Tribhuvana Poshini Shankara Toshini Kilbisha Moshini Ghosharate Danujani Roshini Diti Sutta Roshini Durmada Shoshini Sindhu Sute Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute. to the Padacheda. Sura Vara Varushini. Durdhara Dharishini. Durmukha Marushini. Harusha Rate. Tribhuvana Poshini. Shankara Toshini. Kilbisha Moshini. Ghosharate. Danuja Niroshini. Ditisuta Roshini. Durmada Shoshini. Sindhusute. Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shailasute. So again, it is a very simple Anvaya. All the padas are Sambodhana padas with just one Kriya pada, Jaya Jaya. May you be victorious, O mother. May you be victorious. So how is the poet addressing her now? Suravara Varushini. Suraha. Suraha nama Devaha. So Devas. She is the one who gives varas, boons to the Devas. Sura Vara Varushini. So she does not grant just a boon or two. It's just she pours down. She rains varas on Suras, on the Devas. Suravara Varushini. Then Durdhara Dharishini. So Durdhara. So Durdhara is somebody who is hard to be tamed, extremely arrogant. So Durdhara Dharishini. So she tames them. Durdhara Dharishini. Then Durmukha Marushini. Durmukha. Durmukha. So those who do not have a good face. Okay. You can take it like that. Or one can also take Durdhara and Durmukha to be two asuras in the Mahishasura army. Yeah. So they were slayed by her. They were killed. So one can take Durdhara and Durmukha as two asuras in the army of Mahishasura, or just take Durdhara as the one who is hard to be tamed, and Durmukha is somebody who is probably bad-mouthed, foul-mouthed, or with a deformed face. Okay. So somebody who is not socially acceptable. One can take arthas like that. And Durmukha Marushini. So Marushana means to endure them. Okay. So tolerate. Okay. So Mrisha Dhatu means to endure or to tolerate. So Durmukha Marushini. So if we are going to take in this sense, so even the foul mouths are tolerated by her. Okay. Or this Asura was endured. Means he was eventually his arrogance was tamed by her, and she ended up killing him. Then Harusha Rata. So she is somebody who is ever happy. Okay. So who is ever happy. So she is ever happy. She rejoices all the time. Okay. Harusha Rata. Harusha Rate. Ever happy, always engrossed in Ananda. So she enjoys her bliss. Okay. So it is not that she is just happy. She enjoys being happy. So I can only imagine what that means, but she enjoys being happy. Harusha Rata. Harushe Rata Asti Sa. Then Tribhuvana Poshini. So she is the one who nourishes all the three worlds. Tribhuvana Poshini. Then Shankara Toshini. And she pleases Shankara. She pleases Lord Shiva. She makes him happy. Shankara Toshini. Kilbisha Moshini. Kilbisha Nama Papaha. Okay. Sin. And she removes, she destroys our papas. She destroys our Kilbisha. Then Ghosharata. So she is engrossed in sound. Okay, Ghosha literally refers to sound. She is engrossed in Ghosha, sound. Then Danuja Niroshini. So she is the one who is angry with Danujas. So Danu was the father of many asuras. Okay, so Danujaha, Danavaha. Okay, so somebody born out of Danu is Danuja, Asura. So the one who is angry with the asuras, somebody who is wicked. Diti Suta Roshini, again, the one who is angry with Diti Sutas, with the children of Diti, once again, Danavas, Daityas, Asuras. Then Durmada Shoshini, once again, the one who has arrogance, Durmada, okay. So, who destroys that. Durmada is, Mada itself is something that is evil. This is Durmada, evil pride, okay. So, what does she do? She destroys that. So, Durmada Shoshini. So, she destroys that evil pride as well. And then Durmada Shoshini, Sindhu Sute. So, she is the daughter of ocean. She is the daughter of ocean. So we know this from, we see, as I was mentioning in the introduction, the Durga Saptashati is divided into 3 portions, and Prathama Charita, Madhyama Charitra, and Uttama Charita. Now this Prathama Charita is done by the Kali aspect of the Divine Mother. And Mahishasura is said to be slain by the Mahalakshmi aspect of the Divine Mother, and Shumbha and Nishumbhas were killed by Mahasaraswati aspect of the Divine Mother. And that is why here Sindhu Sute is also applicable, because we know the story of Mahalakshmi coming out of the ocean. When the churning of the ocean took place, when the Devas and the Asuras came together for obtaining Amrita, and they churned the ocean, then Mahalakshmi came from the ocean, and that is why she is called Sagarakanya, Sindhusta, Kshirabdhi Tanaya. So these are her names, and so Sindhusuta. So the poet addresses her as Sindhusute, Jaya Jaya He, Mahishasura Mardini, Ramyakapardini, Shailasute. Now here, not much, but yeah, Shankara Toshini. So how does the mother please Lord Shiva? What does it mean? It means that Shiva being the still aspect, okay, and Shakti being the movement. So they are in eternal union. That is what the Shakta Tattva says, that the principle of Shiva and Shakti, they are in eternal union. And the very first verse of Saundarya Lahari, Acharya focuses on this movement aspect, and he says that without her, Shiva will not be able to do anything. So it is the same Brahma which is creating the universe, but then the Sankalpa Shakti is there within Shiva. So the philosophy says that Shiva is still, but then in him a Sankalpa arises, a Kamana arises. The Sankalpa to create this world comes, and it is Shakti who creates. So she pleases Lord, she pleases her husband by accomplishing his Sankalpa for him. He can just have Sankalpa, that's all, but he does not have the competence to do, because once he starts doing things, his Shivatva itself will be gone. So because he is the still principle and she is the principle that moves, so she pleases him by accomplishing the task of creation for him. So she is Shankara Toshini. Then, of course, Shaila-suta. So again, commentator had mentioned that Shaila-suta is a very right adjective for Visheshana, the right name for Mahishasura Mardini, because she is the daughter of Shaila. So all the great qualities that one can find in the Shaila, for example, the Shaila is the repas, it is very tall. Okay. It is tall and it is the repository of Oshadhis. Okay. So especially the Himalayan mountain is said to be the repository of many medicinal plants and so on. And he is tall, he is large, and the daughter of the mountain, she also gets all those qualities from her father. So she is Shaila-suta, means she has the medicine for our rogas. Okay. So all the rogas that we have got, so she has the medicine for it. That is why in the Lalita Sahasranama, we have names for her like Sarva Vyadhi Prashamani, Sarva Mrityu Nivarini. So she can Janma Mrityu Jara Janma Mrityu Jara Tapta Jana Vishranti Daini. So she is the one. So for the ones who are tortured by pained by Janma and Jara, by these diseases called birth and Jara, old age. So, and she can give us solace. So she is the one who can provide solace for people who are pained by this. So these qualities she inherits from her father. Okay, it's a nice way of looking at this name, Shailasuta. And Ramya Kapardini. See, Kapardini also. I forgot. I do remember, reading the pramana for this, but maybe I will make a note of it and share in the next class. So Kapardini, the Jata Juta itself is a symbol for the tapa that is done by a person. So the Jata is a symbol of the tapas shakti. Okay. So only Shiva and Mata Parvati are said to have this. So if we look at the iconography of the gods, Vishnu or Brahma or Indra, they are not mentioned with the ones who have, they are not mentioned as somebody with Jata, but Shiva and Parvati, both of them are mentioned. It is a representation of their tapo bala, tapas shakti, and the knots in the Jata. The tradition says the knots in the Jata are nothing but the knots of our karma. Okay, that run very, very deep, that are very intricate, and one can never find out. So even in the Gita, Krishna says that Gahana Karmano Gatihi. So one can never know. So how much ever one tries to know, you can never find out the exact cause or the exact action that triggered this particular result that we are experiencing. No one can never know, because the ways of karma are very, very deep, and they are represented by the knots, in the Jata. And she has Ramya Kapardini, which means that she is the solution for our problems of karma. She can remove that. Okay, so and that is why she is described as Ramya Kapardini. This is another thing that I saw. So I think we can stop here, and I can take questions if there are any, and continue in the next class. Next Tuesday, we'll have our next class. If there are questions, I will take them now. Chitra Mahodaye, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. See, my first request, Bhagini, please ask participants to switch off their videos. It's very disturbing. Please. Okay. Please ask them to switch off their videos so that others cannot get disturbed. We are not. I would like to kind of concentrate on what you're saying, but this side by side, these people have all this, their video on. It is very disturbing. So that is one of the reasons why I raised my hand. It's
all right, Bhagini. I think the participants have heard you. So I would request from my end as well.
Yeah. And this class is really started very well, Bhagini, and really appreciate your explaining, and then without Anucharana help, you have kind of handled this first class very well. Thank you so much, Bhagini.
Thank you.
Dhanyavada.
Thank you. Dhanyavada. Tailambal Bhagini.
Namaste, Bhagini.
Namaste.
I am noting down everything. The Diti Sutta Roshini, I note down properly. Can you repeat it?
Diti Sutta is the Diti Sutaha, sons of Diti, Danavaha again, Daityaha, Asuras.
Okay, thank you.
So Kashyapa, sage Kashyapa is said to have two wives, Aditi and Diti. So the sons of Aditis are Adityas, the Devas, and the son of Ditis are Daityas, Danavas. Is that it, Bhagini? I think so. Okay. Sakshi Bhagini?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I just wanted to ask, in the end, we'll have an exam kind of.
Yeah, you will have an assessment.
So, like the meaning that you're explaining of every like words and all, so that will also be shared, or we have to
yeah,
note it down?
mostly. Yeah. Yeah, I would request you to note it down. This being a very short course, it's
Okay,
a
we have
very
to note it
short
down.
work. Yeah. Please note it
Okay.
down. So
the
I will
exam,
be
the
sharing
test.
the Anvaya in the slides, and I may share interesting details here and there and some grammar aspect here and there. But the entire meaning in English, I have not thought of sharing yet. But maybe
Okay.
if there is a request, I can do that as well. But I would encourage you to take notes in the class and note it down.
So the exam will be based on the notes that we'll take down. I mean, the deeper meaning that you're explaining.
Yes.
Okay, and one more question. I have registered with a different name, but when I logged in, it's a different name. So will that? I mean, is it okay for that?
That is okay, I think. But but these
Because
technical issues, I think you can write to Vyoma.
okay,
You will have a contact ID for some help desk number will be available on the website, and an email ID will be given. Please
okay, all right.
go through that, and for any technical issues, you may write to Vyoma.
Right, all right. Yep.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Namaste. Namaste. Yamini Bhagini.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. The session is so beautiful. Like we are learning Lalita Sahasranamam and Saundaryalari. So when you say something, we are able to correlate to the verses there. One
Thank you.
small request, if you are able to tell the verse number or the line in which the Lalita Sahasranamam comes.
That will be quite difficult because I'm just okay. I will try. Because I
Okay.
don't really plan I didn't plan that I will be, telling these
But
names.
it
It
is
just
so
crossed
beautiful,
my
like-
mind. So, because Lalita Sahasranamam, maybe Saundarya Lahari, I can refer to it and
Okay, ma'am.
I can do that.
Yeah, just want to let you know that it's really wonderful. Like, Tamil தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு?
தெரியும். தமிழ் தான். தாய்மொழி தமிழ் தான்.
அப்படியா? ரொம்ப அருமையா இருக்கு. நீங்க சொல்ல வந்து அப்படியே வந்து அம்பாளை வந்து நேர்ல பாக்குற மாதிரி இருக்கு. ரொம்ப நன்றி. தேங்க்யூ.
நன்றி. Thank you. Mahesh Mahodaya.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good morning. Excellent presentation. Would you mind sharing the links to the references that you made earlier in the starting, like the
references to what?
Lahari.
I didn't. Saundarya Lahari versus I would. Okay.
It's just a cross-referencing. If we were to.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all it is. I mean, how much ever you can. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. I think Haristvam Aradhya comes somewhere. Probably it's the 4th or the 5th verse in the Saundarya Lahari. Sudhamapyasvadya should come much later, probably in the second part.
Okay. So any references that you make to other verses or stotrams or any books that you refer, and we can study it on our own for the next week.
I'll try to make a note of it, but it is difficult. Okay, but I'll try. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jyoti Bhagini.
Good evening, Ram.
Ram.
Yeah, I have 3 questions. Now, what does Suravara Varshini mean?
Suravara Varshini. So Sura refers to the Devas, and then Vara is a boon. So the one who rains down boons to the Suras, to the Devas.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Who blesses them with boons.
Oh, okay. Who blesses with boons. Okay. The second is that there are 21 verses, right, in Mahishasura?
Yes.
Okay.
21. There is actually a. Okay. So I think we will be covering 21.
Yeah, because the reason I asked is that my stotram is 21. So I thought if it is less or more, I have to check another book, which is the correct verses. That's the reason.
No. That is okay, because anyway, I will be sharing this slide and this version of the stotra that we will be seeing in the class. This will be available on the Vyoma portal.
Correct.
So this will be available for you to follow anytime.
Yeah, though, because I mark in my book as you're, so that is
okay.
okay. A book.
Okay.
On the computer, you cannot mark. So
okay.
Yeah, that is the reason. And the third is the classes are twice a week, right? So which days of the week is it?
Tuesday and Wednesday.
It's Tuesday and Wednesday, and the same time, 9:30, right?
IST 7 to 8.
Sorry,
And,
yeah. So
IST 7 to 8, and on Tuesdays, I think it will be from 6:45 to 7:45. You will soon receive a link about that, because I think it is 6:45 to 7:45, because there is some other class scheduled at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So we'll have to close by 7:45.
Okay.
I think it is so, but I can. I think in the next email that you receive, and your student portal will show the time. I think it should be between 6:45 and 7:45. I request you to check it out.
Yeah. Because yesterday I'm in US, and what happened is because of Dasra yesterday, it was a late night. So I just made it for your class. I was there in time. So that's why I want to ask. And by any chance, are you the teacher who taught Saundarya Lahari?
No.
Okay. So twice a week, and you'll be covering 3 verses of class, right?
I'm not really sure about that. Depends on how it goes. 2 to 3 verses is what I'm thinking of.
Okay. Thank you very much. And thank you for the meanings, because it gives a lot of incentive to learn when the meanings are told. Otherwise, we are just rotting if we don't know the meanings. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Suman Mahodaya.
Namaskara, ma'am.
Namaskara.
Just a small request, ma'am. Just go a little bit slow, because I'm taking notes. I'm finding it a little fast.
Okay.
Just a tad bit slow, and I'll be able to take down, because I don't want to miss out even a word. Like I missed out.
Okay. I can understand now, because I'll do that.
Only that request, ma'am. I'm enjoying it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mrinalini Bhagini. Mrinalini Bhagini, I think you can unmute now. Okay, maybe she's not here. Archana Iyer Bhagini.
Namaskar Bhagini.
Namaskara.
Just one request, if you can just emphasize on the Mahat Prana here, just where we need to have more emphasis when we are saying the verses.
Okay. So, so can you understand Devanagari? Can you read Devanagari script?
Yes.
Then okay, fine. Okay, then it should be clear. Durdhara Dharshini. Anyway, I will try to emphasize it in the class.
Yeah. So just like at the end, you can just say this is Mahat, this is Mahat, this is Mahat.
Okay.
Is it possible? That. So I can just put a highlighter, just put a dot.
No. See, if you are familiar with Devanagari, every Vargiya, Dvitiyakshara and Chaturthakshara is a Mahaprana-akshara. So you take the cover Ga, Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha. Kha is Mahaprana and Gha is Mahaprana.
Yeah.
And similarly, every Varga, the second and the fourth letter is a Mahaprana-akshara. So,
okay, I didn't know that. Okay, like Bhagavati, so Bha will be Mahaprana.
Yeah, it is the fourth letter of the Varga, right? So it's a Mahaprana-akshara. Similarly, the second would also be Mahaprana. Pa is a Mahaprana-akshara.
Yes.
So
thank
there
you
has
so
to be
much.
a stress there. Okay. Thank you. Namaskar. Mani Mahodaya.
Good evening.
Good evening.
The same verse, verse 2, it is said Sindhu Sude and Shaila Sude. Why both Sudes are coming in the same verse, and how it is connected?
Okay. See, I would say that we take Mahalakshmi and Parvati to be aspects of the Divine Mother, and this verse itself to be
Shaila Sudhe, one can understand is okay. Parvata Raja
yeah. I can get your question, but I do not have an answer. No.
Okay.
So I just see the Mahishasura Mardini. It's the Mahishasura Mardini form is actually said to be Mahalakshmi. So Mahalakshmi is Mahishasura Mardini. So in her aspect of Mahalakshmi, she slays Mahishasura, and as Saraswati she slays Shumbha and Nishumba, and as Kali she slays Madhupetabha, is what the Durga Saptashati says. Of course, there are deeper meanings. Yeah, this is
slaying one's demons. That's okay. I understand. Deeper meaning goes like that. Up 8 gunas or whatever is that. Okay.
No. But that is, see, if she can be in the aspect of Mahalakshmi, she slays Mahishasura, she can be Sindhusuda. Right?
I don't know. Anyway, then Ramya
Kapardini.
What is Kapardini exactly?
Kapardini, Kaparda means Jata Juta. So Kapardini is somebody who has Jata Juta, who has matted hair, matted locks of hair. The one who has it is called a Kapardini. If she is a female, she is called Kapardini. If it is a male, he is Lord Shiva, he is referred to as Kapardin.
So that's where my doubt is coming, because see, Lord Shiva is supposed to have Jada. But
Devi also has Jata. Yeah, Devi also has Jata. Yes.
In Saundra flowing hair, that's what she is described as.
She has, it is not the only description, right? It is not like that. It is not to be taken like that. So in certain aspects, she is so for example, she performed as Parvati, as Aparna, she performed tapasya in order to get married to Shiva. So she has a Jata Juta there. Jata is matted locks of hair. She has it. Otherwise, if you do,
when she's doing tapas, perhaps a matted hair for her. It could be on that basis. Okay, right. Okay, that's a good point. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sandhya Bhagini.
Hari Om Bhagini.
Hari Om, Ram.
भवती बहु सम्यक् आङ्ग्लभाषायाम् उक्तवती यदा समयम् अवकाश दास्यति चेत् एकवारम् एकश्लोकस्य संस्कृतमध्ये अपि एक पङ्क्तिं वदति चेत् बहु सम्यक् भविष्यति अर्थं न आवश्यकम् अर्थं दास्यामः सुरवरवर्षिणि इत्युक्ते किम् इति अर्थं दास्यामः एकवारं सम्पूर्णश्लोकस्य एकवाक्ये वदति चेत् अर्थं बहु
तात्पर्यं श्रोतुम् इच्छति वा भवती तात्पर्यार्थं संस्कृतेन श्रोतुम् इच्छति वा
एकवाक्ये एकवाक्ये
प्रयत्नं करिष्यामि भगिनी प्रयत्नं करिष्यामि दिस् इस् एन् इंग्लिश कोर्स बट नेवर्दलेस आई विल ट्राई
भवती उक्तवती समयमपि बहु न्यूनमस्ति लघु कक्षा अस्ति इति अपि उक्तवती तदर्थम् अहम् उक्तवती एकवाक्यं सम्यक् किमर्थम् उक्ते वयं संस्कृत अध्ययनं कुर्वन् स्मः
अस्तु अवगतवती प्रयत्नं करिष्यामि
धन्यवादः भगिनी बहु सम्यक् अवगतवती अहं श्लोकं
धन्यवादः रविल महोदय sorry. My God, there are too many hands that are raised. I'm not sure if I can continue or if there is some other class schedule. Maybe I can take these doubts in the next class. So if there are doubts that can be, that can wait.
Okay. Teacher, I had one question. Do we have a class tomorrow or is it only one class?
No, we do not have a class tomorrow. We have a class next Tuesday. So it is
so it will be next
weekly
Tuesday
twice. Yes. Next Tuesday and Wednesday, weekly twice.
Yeah. And the other request, teacher, is that I do not follow Sanskrit. So I would prefer you explaining in English like the way you did today. Because in Sanskrit, if you
So,
explain
it is it is going to be an English
in English
class.
yeah.
Yeah. So Bhagini requested me that
yeah, because then the class will get
just
longer.
one sentence she wanted. Okay, so so
Yeah.
maybe the Tatparya I could convey in Sanskrit. That was Bhagini's request. I will try. All right.
Yeah,
So
because
I'm
most of
I'm
I don't
sorry to hurry, but I see many more hands. So if
Okay.
there are okay. Thank you. Padmini Bhagini.
Namaskara. Can you hear me?
Namaskara. Yes, I can hear you.
I just want to know whether this recordings will be given.
Yeah, recordings will be there. Recordings will be available on the portal.
Okay, we can continue that.
Yeah.
We can follow that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the nice
thank you.
class you given.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bhanumati Bhagin.
Namaskara Bhagini.
Namaskara Mahodaya.
I was just typing the question in the interest of time, but I will kind of ask here. You referred to many secret meanings and the books which are talking about those secret meanings. In this class or right now or in the next class, if you could kind of give those references, that would be often.
Okay, I do mention the names of the works and I chant the verse, but I will try to give reference. Okay, I will try to do that. I cannot promise that, but I will try, because I don't plan these references. I don't know if something comes out, and then maybe at the end of the class, if there is during a doubt clarification session or something, we can always
understand. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Bhanu Nagesh Mahoday.
Bhanu Nagesh, myself.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Surendra Mahoday.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so I just want to know if you could give us some tips on how to memorize these stanzas. As you mentioned, they are all tongue twisters.
I don't have any tips there. Maybe you can chant along, and maybe I can upload some recording. There are a lot of recordings available on the YouTube. So I think repeated listening will help. Or maybe I can provide a very slow recording with Anucharana, probably I can upload it. So I did that for Subramanya Bhujanga. That was the first course I handled at Vyoma. So probably, like Subramanya Bhujanga recording, I can provide one for this as well. So, okay, maybe you can. Repeated listening is the only way that I know of. So, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. Ravi Shankar Mahodaya.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste.
You have taken the initial Prarthana verses. They sounded very unfamiliar to me. From where they have been taken, if you can just let me know, I'll be very grateful to you.
Thank you. So Vandetam, so the first one was Vignesha Prarthana. So that is from a work called Sundara Ramayanam. So it is composed by my husband's great grandfather. So that was the Mangala Shloka from that work. It is so I can upload the verse with the meaning in the course portal. So maybe you can access that. And the next one is I think it is a popular verse in praise of Devi. I think it comes in the Dhyana portion, or the the Purvanga of Durga Saptashati. So, okay. Probably I will upload both these verses along with the.
Okay. Excellent class, madam. Enjoyed it thoroughly. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bahava dhanyawadaha.
Dhanyawadaha. Thank you. Indira Bhagini.
Ram Bhagini.
Ram.
Very nice class. I enjoyed it. One question is there any good Sanskrit bhashya on this Mahishasura?
Not that I know of. I don't know. There is no Sanskrit commentaries. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Nagaratnam Bhagini.
Bhagini, Harsharate ityukte kim Bhagini?
Harshe Rata. Okay, so the one who is engrossed, involved in Harsha, in Ananda. So one who is always happy, engrossed in Ananda. She's enjoying being happy.
ஆனந்தத்திலேயே இருக்கிறது தாதர்சம்
ஆனந்தத்துல முழுசா ஈடுபட்டு இருக்கிறது.
அஸ்து.
ரத்தமா ஒரு காரிய ரத்தனா இருக்கான்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? அந்த காரியத்திலேயே மூழ்கி இருக்கான்னு அர்த்தம் இல்லையா? அப்ப ஆனந்தத்துல மூழ்கி இருக்கான்னு அர்த்தம்.
ஓ அஸ்து அஸ்து பகினி, பகு உத்தமம் பகினி, ధన్యవాదాः.
ధన్యవాదాः. Indu Bhagini, can you hear me? Indu Bhagini,
can you hear me?
Yes.
Namaskara.
Namaskara.
Class was very interesting. I just want to know, can we get as we were taught names of Bhagavati, can we get it in English form in our that portal?
I'm sorry, I didn't get your question.
I said the names as it was taught, Bhagavati's names were taught. Can we get it the meaning in our portal?
Meaning in English?
Yeah.
Meaning in English, I would encourage you and request you to take down notes in the class beginning.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Thank
you very much. So it is better to take down the notes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bhagini, this is Sahana.
Oh, sorry, Bhagini. Bhagini, is the time up? I didn't know that.
Yes,
sorry.
Bhagini.
Okay. I'm sorry.
8:15.
I'm sorry. Okay. I think
tell them to mail to write to us.
Okay.
Or to you directly.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know if there was another class schedule.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. So we can close
and Bhagini,
now.
One more thing.
Yes, Bhagini, I can't hear you.
The scripts, all of the scripts has been uploaded to the content page, Bhagini.
Okay.
In all languages, so we can see them whenever they want.
Okay. So the original text is available.
Yes.
On the course page, so you may.
Yes. Okay.
It is available for use. Thank you. I think we can close the class now, and all right. So we can meet in the next class. Sarvebhyo dhanyavadaha. Samapayamah. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.